We'll go back to the dashboard again. So we've looked at the target audience, we've analyzed some URLs, we've added our tracking, we've added our domain for our project. Let's have a little look at our keywords. So visualize our keywords. Now, this is an area that's in development. This is something that we're actually working on at the moment. And what this does is a bit of a keyword cloud. So we've got our domain here, so Pump Gym. So what we're going to look at is we're going to look at our primary, secondary, short tail, long tail keywords and just get an idea about how they group together, how they sort of fit with each other. So when we extract all this information based on the domain, we can look at this and we can turn a load of these off if we want to. So let's focus on the primary ones here, and we'll click on those, and then we'll click analysis here, and it will tell us our keyword analysis. So affordable gym membership is a primary keyword. Then it will give us related keywords. So what other keywords are related to that particular single keyword? So we say, right, so if we write some content about affordable gym memberships, we probably want to include it's cheap, it's 24-hour gym with no joining fee, it's affordable, it's 24 hour, we've already put that there, but these are other sort of keywords, short tail, long tail keywords that you could include or that relate to your sort of primary keyword here. And you can click through these and you can have a little look. So, this is an ideas here. So we can say, fitness classes is the primary keyword. It's come up as a short tail keyword here, but it's saying related keywords is best fitness classes in location. So, this Pump Gyms could write an article, basically why they think it's the best fitness classes in Oxfordshire, Northamptonshire, wherever they are. They could write content all around that, show videos, TikTok, whatever, all the social media places. So this intent cloud really is designed just to visualize, your keyword relationships and give you ideas about things that you could do with regards to. So, the more sort of page URLs that you analyze, so the more content, the more keywords it will generate, the more ideas that you will get through it. So as you add content to your pages, so if you created a Northamptonshire or a Buckinghamshire or Oxfordshire dedicated page, and then you run this through the tool, we could pull up those keywords and see how those keywords relate to other pages on your thing, and really build this whole map or this cloud of all your keywords and how you kind of fit together. It's really important information to know, what are my keywords, who am I targeting, what am I trying to do? And that all comes down with intention. You need to have intention about your content, and know what you're trying to say and who you're trying to say it to. And that is, that's fundamental about any type of marketing. If you don't know who they are or what your messaging is or what you're trying to say to people, it's nigh on impossible to guarantee getting people coming through the door and, eyes on your product or service if you don't do it without any intention. That applies to so many different sort of areas in life and everything else. If you start online dating, you want to do that with intention. You want to intend to meet the right person. And that only comes from looking at yourself and analyzing yourself and working out who I am as a person, who my it's a bad example with regards to dating. You're not targeting people, but essentially you're trying to find the right match for you, the right person to have a relationship with. And that's only going to come if you write content that gives intention, that reaches out to people, So if I'm looking for a particular person, I want to include those words, those keywords or whatever in my write-up, in my biography about me as a person. I need to add that information. So intention is super important, and it's the way forward with a lot of things. Keywords are really important, but they should help you to understand the topics, understand what to write, how to write, what you want to put down. It's really about, it's really about that really nowadays. It's not about keyword stuffing and throwing as many keywords into a page. It's about writing good quality, content with intention. And that's what that's the whole basis of the whole website. This whole platform is all about really. So that's a quick look at Intent Cloud and how that works.